James Webb begins a voyage back to the birth of the universe.
Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, silent ocean, staring into an abyss where time itself seems to stand still. For centuries, humanity has gazed at the stars with limited vision, restricted by the very laws of light that govern our existence. But what if I told you that we have finally constructed a vessel capable of sailing across the river of time? A machine that doesn't just look at the stars, but peers into the very moment the universe took its first breath. This is not just a telescope. It is the pinnacle of human curiosity, and our most daring attempt to witness the invisible. The James Webb Space Telescope, a $10 billion time machine that has traveled over 1 million miles from Earth to answer the most haunting questions of our origin. But since it opened its golden eye, it has discovered things that shouldn't exist, leaving the world's most brilliant scientists in a state of absolute disbelief. To build a machine this powerful was to attempt the impossible. The James Webb had to be folded like a piece of cosmic origami, just to fit inside a rocket, only to unfold itself in the freezing vacuum of space with terrifying precision. Scientists identified 344 single points of failure, any one of which could have instantly transformed 3 decades of work into the most expensive piece of space junk in history. There was no room for error, no possibility of a rescue mission, and no second chances. Each gear, each motor, and each delicate layer of its sunshield had to perform a perfect dance in the darkness. It was a gamble of epic proportions, a moment where the entire future of astronomy hung by a single, fragile thread. Yet, against all odds, the machine survived, and what it saw next would change everything we thought we knew about physics. Our eyes are prisoners to the light we can see, but the early universe hides its secrets in a spectrum that is invisible to us, the infrared. While the legendary Hubble telescope gave us a window into the cosmos, it was often blinded by clouds of interstellar dust that acted like a thick, impenetrable curtain. James Webb possesses the power to pierce through that veil, detecting the faint heat signatures of stars that were born nearly 13 billion years ago. As light travels across the expanding universe, it stretches, shifting from the visible spectrum into the infrared. By capturing these ancient, stretched-out photons, Webb is effectively looking back in time. It is watching the birth of the very first stars and the formation of the earliest galaxies, providing us with a cosmic family album that has been hidden from humanity since the beginning of existence. However, the data returning from the depths of space has sparked a revolution that no one saw coming. Webb has discovered massive, fully-formed galaxies that existed when the universe was in its absolute infancy. Galaxies that are far too large and far too mature for their age. According to our current understanding of the Big Bang, these cosmic giants simply should not have had enough time to grow. They are the monsters of the early universe, and their existence suggests that our fundamental models of cosmology might be fundamentally flawed. Are we wrong about the age of the universe? Or is there a hidden force at play that accelerated the birth of everything we see? These are the questions that are currently shaking the foundations of modern physics. Every new image from Webb isn't just a beautiful picture. It is a piece of a puzzle that seems to be getting more complex with every passing second. As James Webb continues its lonely vigil at the second Lagrange point, it reminds us of our own insignificance and our incredible bravery. We are a species that lives on a tiny blue dot, yet we have dared to build an eye that can see across the vastness of time and space. Perhaps the greatest discovery of this telescope isn't a new planet or distant star, but the realization that the more we see, the more we realize how much we have yet to learn. Do you believe we are on the verge of discovering life on another world? Or are we destined to remain alone in this beautiful, terrifying mystery? The journey has only just begun. Thank you for wandering the stars with us. If you felt the wonder of the cosmos today, consider subscribing to join our next expedition into the unknown.